Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Mob Psycho Season 3, episode... what episode? 4? This is 4, right? This is my cat Sylvie. She has decided to join me and grace me with her presence for at least a few minutes, I guess. Hello. I am still reacting live this week. But I think from next week, I won't be reacting live anymore. So then I'm pretty sure the only place that my reactions will be available is Patreon and the Discord. But I'm going to try and still put like highlights of the best moments on YouTube, like I've done for My Hero Academia and stuff. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried because of what Vert said a long time ago. I mean, well, it's not like Vert said it. That makes it feel like it's Vert's fault. It's not Vert's fault. But I didn't know that, like, low-performing videos can drag down higher-performing videos, or it can drag down your channel. So I kind of feel like I shouldn't. And also, you know, it's not just dragging down content. It's also, you know, time and money to edit. So maybe I'll just do like 1-minute shorts. But there's one person that I felt like, I think they commented on my first or second mob reaction. And they were someone that's from my gaming channel as well, that recently commented on my gaming channel, something really nice. And I want to see if I can go find their comment and like reach out to them and give them, then invite them to my Discord, because I want them to watch my mob reactions because they were so nice. And I want them to keep watching Mob with me. But anyway, let's go. Shout out to everyone who is here live with me. Tiago, Dark Shadow, and Mike. Elizabeth and Odinoko had to step out. Sotos had to step out. So we're a pretty small group tonight. We were a little bit more earlier, and then the internet started doing this. Or not the internet, but the quality, whatever. So. Oh, and shout out to Modru, who is not here because he had to do root canal thing. So I hope that you feel better soon. Oh, it was the day before? I didn't know it was the day before. Mob Psycho. The Vine Tree 1. The founder appears.あのブロッコリーだ。
よくあるプラシーボ系の商品だろ。
うーん。
こういうのいいよね。真珠、最高。最高ヘルメット様。万歳。
Banzai. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. But how? It's huge and protected. Oh, now I hear the voice. Oh god, that face. Whoa. Hi, Nims. Be careful. You're just a little overconfident. Oh god. Well, it keeps regenerating from the tree. And the tree gets power from the people. But we learned in the previous episode, the tree gets power from the people's belief. But their belief is based on brainwashing that's from the power of the tree and the, you know, dimple. Kikubo. So it is powerful, but you know, it's like eating myself to stop being hungry. Like, it might work for a while, but eventually, you know, what's gonna be left? I don't know. I don't know how. Oh, he knows. Wow, great voice acting. You. Stuff like this is difficult because it's like, you know, the majority voted to do it, but isn't that just pure peer pressure? The majority isn't always right. So stuff like that's really difficult because, you know, you want to give everyone a chance to voice their opinions. What if their opinion is to be part of a cult? What if their opinion is to become murderers? Just crazy, extreme example, but it just means like we know the majority can be wrong, right? There are plenty of examples in history of that, so what do you do then? I don't even know. So we're gonna try and convert. Instead, Skynet for our AI robot, the dictatorship to avoid dumb majority decisions. What movie is that from? But who's to say that the AI robot is going to be right? Robots can be wrong. Computers can have viruses and glitches. Oh, Terminator. I want to watch that. Run! Hi, Sky. Ame. No, they got brainwashed. No, but it's not about, like, because the Psycho Helmet guy the people started to make an idea of him in their head out of their own. But how I understand what Mob is saying I don't like how he's going about things, because he's not just letting them believe he's the Psycho Helmet guy that they created in their heads. He is actively brainwashing them. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just step into a role and inspire people and say, I'm the guy and look at my power and let them, worship him. He is giving them candy that is brainwashing them. And like, I think, at least that's how I understand what Mob is saying. Obviously, this is just the first part of the story. There's more to come, and I don't know what Mob means, but based on what he just said there, which was I don't like how he's going about things, which is brainwashing people, forcing people to eat the candy. Because, like, not forcing, like, pushing it down their throats, but, like, manipulating, like, oh, there's candy, and my dad got this from this place, do you want some? And then you eat it, and then you're brainwashed. Like, to me, that is a bad guy. That's not just, well, he didn't exist anyway. No, he didn't, but now what he's doing is not... Yeah, I don't know. What is his community activities? Handing out candy so more people can be brainwashed? Like, these people weren't harming anyone before, but they are harming others now, so... I don't like this way of thinking. I don't agree with it. What's going on? Yeah. So I'm guessing Ekubo is doing this so that he doesn't have to fight Mob. And he's trying to manipulate Mob in the same way. He's just, using a different bait. I don't know. That's my guess.
第5話真珠にピース違法ダウンロードあなた呪われます
I am cursed. But I only downloaded because of my bad internet, and because otherwise there's buffering, and I don't want to watch the show buffering because that's more cursed. So forgive me, Mobakun. Please don't curse me. But I am for once again going to show I do have a Crunchyroll premium membership. See, premium member, anime chat. And then I go Mob. Mob Psycho's on here, right? This is where I watched the first 2 seasons. Here. See? I can watch it here. If I wanted, but then I can't because of the buffer. So I will rewatch it later on my iPad where there's never buffering, because it's just the web version that has the buffering. On my iPad I never have buffering. I watch Idolish 7 on my iPad, or not never, but there's rarely buffering. Dimple first idea was 2 founders. Oh really? Oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember it. What? Yeah, I was anyway thinking that this is not going to change. He might get tempted because he is a kid and he is going through that stage, but he'll do the right thing. And I really like this theme about, you know, mob mentality. Is the majority always right just because they're the majority, and we should respect people? So like, does basically what the question is about, like, morality, and just because a bigger group says something is the right thing to do, does that make it the right thing to do? Of course not. I mean, hello, Holocaust. Like, there are many cases in history where minorities were treated unfairly just because they were in the minority, right? Mob mentality. I didn't even notice. So yeah, I almost want to give just a 10 just because it addresses that issue or that theme, right? So let's go to scores. At one point I wondered, would the vegan save us from the divine tree or just get the brainwashed first? Brainwashing seems more likely. Sorry to those of you watching live. You can't skip ahead. Episode 4. I'm going to give the story, like, I actually think that the story is, like, how could it be improved? I don't know. Because I was trying to compare an anime to itself and score it based on its genres and stuff like that, right? And I don't really see... But let me give it... Let me try and be as strict as possible, and I can go with 9.5. Characters, 9.5. Because I love Mob. Mob is the best. No, I'll go with a 9 because at this point... No, actually, the fact that Ekubo was on our side, but, you know, it's not like he really ever changed. He was just not against Mob, right? But it wasn't because he didn't want to be. It was just because that was convenient at the time. So it's actually really good writing and stuff. I will go with 9. Visuals, 9. Audio, 9. And the enjoyment/investment, 9. So that gives us an overall 9.1. I think so, because I want to give story and characters 10. Just for Mob. And for how it addresses very important themes. I think there's actually... Isn't there like a Captain America quote where he says, even if the whole world tells me something wrong is something right, I will still go against the world, or something like that? Isn't there a Captain America quote about, even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right, even if the whole world is telling you to move, it is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say, no, you move. That's such a cool quote! And especially in this case, because of Mob and the divine tree and stuff like that. Like, no, you move. But it's a very difficult it's a very difficult topic because you can just as easily be wrong. But they address that as well with Mob saying, if I'm wrong, I'd be happy. I'd be happy if I'm the one in the wrong. But I'm not just going to roll over and accept that, because right now what he knows is that whatever this person is doing is he doesn't like how they're going about it, which is brainwashing people. So yeah, of course, you have to plant yourself sturdy in what you believe is right. But that doesn't mean that, you are objectively right. It just means that you're willing to fight for what is right. But if you're wrong and you're open to that possibility too, well, then you'll adapt. The full quote says, compromise where you can, and where you can't, don't. Even when everyone is telling you something wrong is something right, even if the whole world is telling you to move, it's your duty to plant yourself like a tree and say, no, you move. Interesting. Marvel movies used to be so cool. Well, actually, this is based on the comics, right? I don't know. I just don't feel like they have that same punch anymore. Anyway. So what did you guys think? What was your score? I think 9.1. The new Ant-Man looks cool though. I haven't seen that one, although I did like the first Ant-Man. I don't really remember the second one as much. At the end of the day, I don't care though whether or not I end up liking Marvel stuff, because I have so much anime to enjoy. There's so much good anime that I still haven't seen. First one that comes to mind, Cowboy Bebop. Want to see that. Okay, so I'll end. I'd go with an 8 for this episode. Good creepy setup. It did have a very good creepy vibe. It lacks a little bit of oomph, but it was, like you said, more like a... Oh, did you say that? Oh, you didn't. Set up, yes, set up. So it was like a build-up kind of episode. But for me, obviously, like I said, I'm biased because I love Mob so much. And the story is currently addressing just a topic that I find very, very interesting. And it's addressing it well. So yeah, I have a 9.2, an 8.7, an 8.2, and a 9.1 so far. We'll see where it goes. I've been giving really high scores recently. I don't know why. I'm loving a lot of the stuff that I'm watching, I guess. Okay, so to be fair, the season has been stacked. High score seems reasonable in consideration. Yeah, true that. I feel like I'm still giving, critiques of what I don't like when I don't like something. But I mean, the problem is that I like everything. There's just everything is good. I mean, and obviously people are gonna even if you think it's good, you might not think it's as good as me. But so this was a comment on my Chainsaw Man reaction saying, "Can I ask you, why are you biased? ? For Jujutsu Kaisen and other shonen, you rated fairly. Not say your rating is bad, I rated it the same." So you rated something the same as me, and then you're asking me why I'm biased. Like, how does that make sense? I don't understand. Or maybe they're just like asking, okay, you said you're biased, but why are you biased? But I mean, didn't I spend the whole video talking about why I like the show? I think I did. So it was a bit confusing. But yeah, I feel like my bias is just because I really like shonen shows. Because I like the themes that make a shonen show, And I mean, I guess they think you're overrating Chainsaw Man over other stuff. But they rated it the same as me. So how can you think someone else scoring something the same as you is overrating it? That's what confuses me. We were talking about shonen and anime, so I feel like it was not 100% relevant to Mob Psycho, but it was kind of relevant. So I'm just trying to keep it under an hour. But I have to end it now. Bye.